time now, which finally, here it's been a long winter, man. So I'm very excited about the sun. I hear you're a barbecue guy.
Yes.
You barbecue a lot?
I'm good at flames and grilled meats.
Yeah. You are revisiting Encino, man. This is amazing. I love it. So wait, so is it like a fun thing for you and your friends and family, or do you actually just love the art of cooking outside like that?
It's more of a contact sport with me.
Okay.
The cleaning process, using an onion on the grill, very important. Marinating of whatever I can get my hands on.
Yeah.
And then naturally, the consumption.
Yes. And the hang. It's such a good hang. I love a barbecue.
I know, right?
Yes. Let's talk about Pressure, though. Let's talk about the movie.
Yeah.
So how did this came to you in kind of a different way, right? The film?
I was approached by Anthony Maris, our director, and he said, Brendan, he's Australian, you have to do this.
Yeah.
It's you, he's you. I'm like, Ike Eisenhower? Me? And I thought about it.
I mean...
And then he sent me a 50-50, and I went, oh, okay, well, I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
You know? And I studied, I learned about his style of leadership, which it was about listening. It wasn't just about hearing. He heard everybody, you know? And he made his decisions, he stood by them, he cared intensely for the troops. And I did not know that he had not ever fired a shot in anger or was fired at. His career spanned some 40 years before he was a four-star general. He aspired to action in the First World War, but it concluded when he was a young man. And the next 40 or so years saw him promoted for his excellence as a strategist and also a diplomat. So he gave me a real impression that he was someone who cared about the troops deeply. And that intimacy of dialogue that he did have was, to my thinking, a real almost asset, a secret weapon in itself, because respect is earned, it's not commanded. And he had that. Yeah. Absolutely. So
I've heard you say you felt he was very honorable as well.
Yeah, well, he was a product of his time, mind you, but we certainly can look towards the accomplishments that he's made and the weight of the huge decisions that came down to him as the Supreme Commander of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
No pressure.
None, no pun intended, yes. Pressure, it's not just barometric anymore.
Yeah.
And I think just the privilege of telling this clearly formulative story in all of our common history was news to me, because we remember Operation Overlord, D-Day, as being Tuesday, June 6, 1944, but I did not know that it was actually Monday, June 5th, but for the efforts of a meteorologist named James Stagg, played by Andrew Scott, who's incredible in this movie.
Man.
He's the reason to come see this movie, folks, really, seriously.
Whatever, there's a scene with both of you. Wait, pause. There's a scene, because I want to talk about Andrew Scott, and I want to talk about this scene in a minute. That is my favorite part. Like, it's just so intense, and I heard you had to do it over and over. So wait, I want to talk about it. So we were talking about Andrew Scott.
Yes.
How was it to work with him? You loved working with him, right?
Andrew's speaking truth to power in this film, which is no small feat, considering ideologically the weather was kind of still a new science. And he knew that an inbound storm would change the conditions for all of those soldiers, all 300,000 of them. I mean, that was the largest seaborne invasion in human history, possibly since, the Peloponnesians. I mean, and the fly in the ointment is that the weather was bad, and so they needed to postpone. And that's no small feat. We're not turning a truck around here.
A meteorologist walking up to a general being like, so we're gonna have to postpone this?
Many of them.
Yeah.
And there was dissent within, their decision-making process.
Yeah.
But Ike listened to everyone, and he made the decision to postpone for 2 weeks, and that was not popular. And the meteorologist came back and said, this just in, there's a calm in the storm. It's between 10, 12 hours. It'll be tomorrow morning. So now we're talking June 6th. If you're going to go then. Or don't. It will be a disaster. And Eisenhower made the decision, and that's when all of those troops, I didn't know this, landed in Normandy Beach. The rest is history, onward to the Battle of the Bulge. And I mean, imagine the science fiction world we would be living in now were it not for so many factors, but that one particular one, that one thing that has to do with the weather.
Yeah.
And in the world of our film Pressure, the dialogue that takes place, that imagining is that weekend, but these conversations had to have taken place under a great deal of that exactly pressure.
Yeah, stress, yeah. So wait, so you filmed this in a London, like a famous manor in London, right?
Yeah, Meteor Towers is the name of the location we were at on the first day. When I walked there, I thought I'd been here before. Oh yeah, I jumped out of that window.
I love
Well,
that
the body
that's-
double of me did, and
Yeah. Yeah.
this was the O'Connell Manor from the second Mummy movie.
I love it. Yeah.
So I went, oh, I wonder if it's still haunted. Yep, it is.
Turns out. Well, I kind of touched on this a little bit, but you and Andrew Scott, there's this scene, and I was telling you in the break, it's one of my favorite parts that I've seen because the intensity of it and this slight little flinch that he does in it of like, because how many takes did you do that? You were in his face screaming.
Enough to become hoarse, and there's an upright piano in the room.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that if you scream loud enough, you can actually play the strings of the piano. It would go, you might have to stick a furniture pad in it. And I'm shouting at poor Andrew, who is a boulder in the stream, let me just say. I mean, I think he might have like a invisible aerodynamic force field or something, because it just goes all around him, and he flinched the one time you see it in the movie, and that's the take they took. But that made it to the film. Yeah, that was a good day. That was a good day.
Speaking, okay, you brought up the Mummy, sir. So speaking of the Mummy, you're set for the fourth film. I love this franchise. I love the Mummy so much because I was an Indiana Jones kid as well, like growing up, and I love these so much. So the cast is returning, right, for the fourth film?
We're getting the band back together again.
I'm so excited. So, what's it like? Are you excited?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that we better get a hustle on it because it's coming out in October next year. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm very, very excited. I always love when the cast comes back too, and it's just something that like everybody, like all those movies, you know, we're in different chapters of our lives as viewers, as like, you know, consumers. We love, like, you know, when you get into like a franchise like that, you're like, oh my God, I'm like 44 now and I can't wait like for the next one. I'm like, it's very rare when you're a part of something that's in culture that.
I'm old.
It's not just nostalgia, it's something that stands out that like really was so like beloved in culture. Like I think that's really cool to be a part of things like that. But you grew up a Jones fan like all of us, but I heard that he actually took you flying once. Harrison Ford.
I worked with Harrison a number of years back in Portland, and he called me one morning and he said, Brendan, how fast can you get to the airport? I'm like, I could get in a cab now. Click. Drive into the airport, phone rings again. Brendan, where are you? I'm like, I'm in the cab. All right, get over here.
Yeah.
Landed at the FBO, and Harrison was there, and he said, hey, we're going flying. He put me in the co-pilot seat, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Chewbacca.
Yeah. I got to be Chewbacca. Oh. Did he let you fly a little bit?
Yeah, okay. You look out for the wires and stuff.
Look out for wires.
Yeah, you want. I'm like, yeah, I promise I will, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's a good trade. It's a good trade. Oh, I love you so much. It's such a great film. You're always in everything that's excellent. You are excellent at what you do.